Friday Football Fever. Brought to you by Arizona Health Exercise Equipment.
How's your energy, Southern Arizona? It's now time for the highly acclaimed, much anticipated Friday Football Fever. Good evening to you. I'm Paul Cicala.
And I'm Ari Alexander. And Paul, we are almost halfway done with the season. We've seen some great players. We've seen some great plays. Our reigning player of the week in action tonight, and our top plays, they keep getting better.
That's right, Ari. And of course, there are still a handful of unbeaten teams in our region, including South Point, Tucson High, Marana, and of course, Douglas. Cochise County. Douglas, winless last year, undefeated still. And for now, let's begin with an intriguing matchup. Unbeaten Tucson High hosted an 0-3 Mountain View team that's much better than their winless record indicates. And early on, Jesus Montaño for Tucson High is about to hand the ball off to Gary Love, showing nothing but love with the first down. And after a big punt, will pin Mountain View inside the 5-yard line. Tucson High bears down. Hayden Parson will be sacked by Wyatt Campos. He thinks it's a safety, but Hayden is ruled down on the 1-yard line. And on the next play, Hayden Parson will find Caleb McCray right out of the end zone. And McCray is breaking off a little something. The Mountain Lions are moving the ball. And after that, Hayden will avoid the rush and hits Donovan Johnson Mahoney right in front of the end zone. Oh, so close, but no worries. One play later, Hayden Parson, the quarterback, will push it in. Mountain View jumps ahead 14-10, but in the end, Tucson High would badger Mountain View just enough to squeak out that 19-14 victory. Had to be a battle for AMPHI Unified School District bragging rights with CDO taking on AMPHI. And take a look at Canyon Del Oro's at number 27, about to be taken down by Julian Encinas and Landon Haynes. Athletic directors and coaches, please update the roster so we know who's who. And later, CDO's quarterback, who isn't listed on Max Prep's rosters, will get the pass knocked down by AMPHI's Person Williams. The crowd, they are loving it, even though we don't have many names to match with the numbers without the roster updated. I can tell you this, big plays for CDO. AMPHI falls big, 46-0. Hey, moving on from Oro Valley and the far reaches of North Pima County to the easternmost part of the county and Vail, Arizona. Let's send things out to Ari Alexander.
Hey, Paul, the post-Jamari Joyner era for Cienega has been pretty good so far for the Bobcats. Tonight, they take on Rincon, and they're gunning for their third win in 4 games. Meanwhile, winless Rincon hoping to pull off a colossal upset. And we start with the world's tiniest cheerleaders performing at Cienega. But Cienega would get up big in this one. Already 7-0. Short pass from Luis Morales to Chris Burrows. No trouble getting in the end zone. It's 14-0. And then that Cienega defense, you can have bobble a snap, or Zach Modis and Andrew Husfeld will just eat the quarterback. Cienega gets the ball back just before the end of the quarter. A handoff to Caleb Beard, and he is going to drag the pile all the way into the end zone. Cienega up 21-0, and it's 28-0, and Rincon is punting to Diego Ruby, and it might not be Tuesday, but he is going to score here on Friday. I don't know where I'm going with that one. Anyway, he scores. Coach has gotten my way. You just got to trust me that he got in the end zone. You can't really see it, but Cienega blows out Rincon 56-14. On the east side at Palo Verde High School, Titans down 35-0 going into the second half. That is a terrifying mascot. The Ravens add to their lead. Alex Verdugo, the swing pass to Wyatt Jeffries. 42-0. Ravens take the lead, but Palo Verde will put up a fight. J.Q. Hale to Kendall Williams, and the Titans are on the board 42-6. The band is winning, though. They are playing a little Lady Gaga. I love Bad Romance, one of my favorites ever. Then J.Q. Hale running it in to make it 42-12. Final score, quote the Ravens, 55-12.
Empire strikes back. All right, thanks a lot, Ari. And moving on to the talk of the high school football world here in Southern Arizona. I'm referring to Nogales High School's very own Maile Vasquez. There she is. She set a record last week for Nogales by becoming the first female kicker to boot 6 extra points in a game. Could Nogales build off of its 45-0 win over Catalina High School? Well, tonight in Sahuarita, Walden Grove had something to say about that. And check out the kicker, Maile Vasquez, out in the field tonight with Sahuarita cheering on, but Walden Grove's fans were also coming strong for the Red Wolves, and under the direction of Walden Grove announcer Joe Scott and staff, everyone ready for action. Love that look. Looking good, my friend. All right, into the first quarter, 1st and 10, and Walden Grove's Bradley Capon has a big run, but he is only getting started. Still in the first, Walden Grove's Hector Najar will catch the pass, and then he's shown the grass. later. Walden Grove still putting the pressure on. How about Bradley Cape? And Bradley definitely wasn't done when he thought he was Forrest Gump and went for the run. Nice little pickup, and finally some action. Blake Jackson. Let's do this. When Walden Grove's Mason Young will bust it free, and he's going to lose the ball, fumble, but no worries because it's recovered by Walden Grove. That's a touchdown. This game was all about the boys from RITA. Walden Grove wins big, 49-0. Folks, we are far from over with. After the break, more Friday football fever in the old Pueblo. That's right. It was another showdown on the south side for bragging rights up and down South 6th Avenue from 22nd Street to Valencia. Pueblo hosting Sunnyside. Coach Richard Sanchez and Santa Rita also gunned for their first win, while Marana hope to stay unbeaten. Friday football fever cheers on and rocks on after the break.
Brought to you by Arizona Health Exercise Equipment.
Hello, I'm David Adams, former U of A Dallas Cowboy, and more importantly, Sunnyside Blue Devil. We're here to watch Friday Football Fever with Paul and Ari.
Yeah, all right. One of the best running backs to ever suit up in Arizona, David Adams, with the assists from Sunnyside and Pueblo cheerleaders tonight. Gotta love it. Welcome back to the Friday Football Fever. How's your energy, my high school football fans? I'm Paul Cicala, Ari Alexander standing by. But first, quick reminder, you can see all of the scores for all the big games on our ticker right below. We'll have full rundowns on KVOA.com. But for now, let's get right back into it, shall we? Let's head out to Pueblo High School, where apart from a football game, we have some cheerleader unity between both the Warriors and Sunnyside. Gotta give props for Frankie Grijalva, the Pueblo cheer coach, teaming up with Bonnie Barron, the Sunnyside cheer coach, along with the Blue Devil. She was also my student council teacher in high school. All right, go Sunnyside. All right, halftime show and on the field. The show began with a kickoff to Sunnyside's Will Rose, pushing it up, and he cannot be taken down. Check it out. A bit later, Pueblo is about to get the ball with the quarterback, Marcelino Vega, handing it off. And such a defensive struggle, the players are losing their heads or helmets. Not that funny, Ari. All right, both teams would continue to heat it up. A bit later, Marcelino Vega rolls to his left and picks up a few yards. Not a lot early, though. As you can see, both Pueblo and Sunnyside were bearing down defensively. In the end, Sunnyside wins 21-14. From the banks of the Santa Cruz River, we head to the southeast side, where Coach Richard Sanchez and Santa Rita were gunning for their first win of the season. Ari Alexander joins us with more.
Yeah, that's what I sound like when I laugh, Paul. I'm a 1930s stooge. All right, Santa Rita went winless last year, and because of depleting numbers and student population, the high school football team hasn't really been able to get into the victory column. But now, two-time state champion with Sunnyside coach Richard Sanchez has taken over. And he's hoping for his first win with his new squad tonight against Miami. Sanchez making the coaching comeback on the east side, and his kicker, that's right, Alejandro Rodriguez is going to have a big night early. Opening kickoff, kind of a squib onside here, and Santa Rita gets it. Then Rodriguez, the 33-yard field goal, high snap, doesn't matter because he buries it. 3-0 Eagles take the lead. Both teams good on defense. Number 30 for Miami, not on the roster, would get picked off by Adrian Heffernan, but quickly, can we talk about the fact that their quarterback is number 30? Weird. Anyway, Miami goes on to win 6-3 as they score in the second half.
Floss. All right, our reigning Tucson Roadrunners Player of the Week, Trenton Bourget, was hoping to continue his onslaught on the record books as unbeaten Marana hosted a 3-1 Williamsfield high school team from the Phoenix area. And he had tossed an early TD pass to TJ Seffers. You don't want none. And then defense is the name of the game, as Coven Bourget, Trenton's brother, will bust out with the INT, taking the interception back all the way for a few yards there, setting things up. His sibling goes to work once again, and Trenton Bourget will hit Ephraim Amisa, who will take it all the way to the opponent's 20-yard line before he goes down. And then how about Trenton Bourget getting the ball to Christian Wood, and it is all good with Wood in the hood. The hood they call Marana, but Williamsfield scores 21 unanswered to win this game. Final score 33-14. Now let's get to the Friday Football Player of the Week.
That's right, Paul. Play of the week. We go back to Cienega, where Diego Ruby going to catch this punt, take it all the way 47 yards for the Bobcats as part of their 56-14 blowout win over Rincon. I know you can't see the end of the play there because the coaches, well, they got in my way, but he scored Trust me, he got in there in the end zone, 47 yards, a la Casa to the house. Touchdown Diego Ruby. That is our play of the week. And you can catch all the top plays, the top 3, on Twitter on Saturday.
Looking good, my friends. It's that time of the night, though, that we hate to come to, and we look forward to the least. Once again, it is time to say good night. Sai Chien, buenas noches, bye-bye.
До свидания.
Good. That's Russian, right?
Right? Yes. Yeah.
The other stuff was what? Spanish, English, a
Right.
little bit of a Mandarin.
Hey,
Sai
there you
Chien,
go.
but, hey,
So the
I don't
half
know.
the regular season is over. A good chunk of teams in Tucson for the U of A. The Wildcats, they're still trying to get their first win. They're 0-2. We're going to have a preview with this guy right here, Paul Cicala of the Cats, at 5:30 as they take on Southern Utah at 8.
That's right, of course. This guy, Ari Alexander, will be holding it down from the KVOA studios, and I'll be live on the campus of the U of A with Coach Sumlin, Khalil Tate, and all the rest. And don't forget, of course, if you missed any of the show, you can see it again on KVOA.com. For Ari Alexander, I'm Paul Cicala. Have a good one.
Good night.